Le Council, épisode 2, on est là. Ok, le sang de vos morts. Le sang de vos morts. Le bureau de Mortimer. Le manipulateur. Trouver le cauchemar. Non, c'est pas le même tableau derrière lui là.
What have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Cher monsieur Guido Poletti, je vous écris concernant les dates des tableaux que je vous ai fait parvenir pour votre expression temporaire. Veuillez noter que ces derniers faisant partie de ma collection privée sont datés selon le calendrier franc-maçon. Voilà, c'est des francs-maçons de ces morts, francs-maçons sodomites. Je le savais, bordel. Tu parles derrière là. Ah non, c'est le perroquet, putain.
Let's take a closer look. These chocolates are probably a protocol gift. Everybody in Europe loves them nowadays. Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, has her own personal chocolate maker at Versailles. They say it's her guilty little morning ritual before getting dressed. A cup with 1 sugar and some vanilla, if I remember rightly. I would be surprised if Mortimer has them delivered straight from South America. Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
C'est la même lettre en 2 exemplaires. Ah non. Comptabilité de l'année 1792. 360 000 livres. Pense à réduire la consommation de bois l'année prochaine. Putain, son manoir là, il lui coûte 360 000 livres par an. En entretien quoi. Oh.
Might come in handy. The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere. I don't think this book can help me. Aha! I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Peut-être 192 peut-être. Pour la lettre.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Alors donc en vrai, pour le deuxième rouleau c'est 1 déjà. Les autres chiffres.
what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. The Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
Peut-être lui il connaît le code. Lol.
What have I done? It looks like I've killed him. Oh shit. I better not hang around.
Le chocolat empoisonné? Le chocolat empoisonné, bordel. Le putain de chocolat est empoisonné, c'est chaud.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
Ah, ça doit être ça le mot de passe. Vu que le 1 sur le deuxième rouleau, 5190. 1100.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second.
Ouais, c'est ça le 1 sur le deuxième rouleau. Abaisser la manette.
Damn it. Doesn't work.
Ah, c'est quoi alors?
5190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
C'est quoi alors, bordel?
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
Ah, c'est une date de franc-maçon. C'est une date de franc-maçon, bordel, c'est pas le même calendrier.
William Alexander Mortimer I.
Faut que j'aille voir sur la lettre. Quel calendrier ils ont, ces bâtards. Ces bâtards de mort.
No, what have we got here?
Commence en mars et pas en janvier. ces tableaux, c'est de la contrefaçon en vrai. C'est comme ça il a construit sa fortune, Mortimer. Un putain de faussaire.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Hey, the dates indicate AL and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. The author is Pierre Amédée de la Sarde, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years. The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish. Not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result, in Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. This painting isn't finished, and it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
Un faussaire, bordel, Mortimer.
Coup de lance by Paul Rubens.
Alors vu qu'ils ajoutent 4000 ans à leur calendrier, c'est peut-être 1190.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Alors c'est pas ça.
history of the Mortimer lineage. Looks like his ancestors have always sought to improve society and have had an open attitude towards the arts. This seems to be the list of grants and sponsorships given by the Mortimer family. In 1489, the Mortimer family participates in the purchase of the Caravel Santa Clara from Juan Niño, shipowner on behalf of Don Luis de la Cerda. The vessel will be renamed La Niña. In 1567, the Mortimer family financed the brickworks in Qinhongdao in China, fitted out with 51 furnaces 3.5 meters high, in guise of a protocol gift for Long King, the emperor of the Ming Dynasty. In 1645, the Mortimer family allocated a pension to be passed down the generations to the Nérac family from Bordeaux, shipowners and refiners from father to son, a family known for their expeditions to Africa and America. Golden Triangle. That means they got rich on the backs of African slaves. From 1235 to 1280, the Mortimer family granted an annual pension to Albert the Great, Archbishop of Regensburg, in order to fund his research in the writing of De Mirabilibus Munci, books about the wonders of the world. Let's not forget it recorded the recipe for gunpowder in the form of an anagram. They democratized firearms in Europe, no less. In 1645, the Mortimer family allocated a pension to be passed down the generations to the Nérac family from Bordeaux, shipowners and refiners from father to son, a family known for their expeditions to Africa and America. Golden Triangle. That means they got rich on the backs of African slaves. In 1513, the Mortimers financed an expedition of Ponce de Leon to the New World. That was the expedition that resulted in the discovery of Florida, in fact. In 1772, Lord Mortimer made a donation of £112,000 to the attention of Achille Basmarin, major shipowner of Bordeaux, for the construction of a ship, the Clary. In 1772, Lord Mortimer made a donation of £112,000 to the attention of Achille Basmarin, major shipowner of Bordeaux, for the construction of a ship, the Clary. In 1635, the Mortimer family sponsored the Académie Mersenne for 30 years in Paris for works in the sciences and in philosophy. That was generous, but not entirely selfless when you think about Blaise Pascal, who developed the first calculating machine at the same time. From 1685 to 1720, the Mortimer family allocated an annual pension to Denis Papin for his brilliant works in pneumatics and hydraulics. That reminds me of spectacular experiments such as his first submarine, which didn't end all that well if I remember correctly. In 1550, the Mortimer family financed half of the construction of St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow by way of protocol gift for Ivan IV Vasilievich, one of the most beautiful religious buildings ever built. Ivan Vasilievich, sadly named Ivan the Terrible, who owes his nickname to the terror he imposed on his empire.
Ok, donc là j'en sais pas plus sur la date. Et j'en sais beaucoup plus sur Mortimer, ce faussaire.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date. That date in 5000 and something again. I wonder what in the world it means. A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. I get the impression I've seen that before. In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject. The Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
Et moi, ça fait un an de plus peut-être. Putain, c'est ça, bordel. Génie.
Open sesame.
Oh, cette pièce secrète de la mort.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
J'espère que mon pli sera parvenir jusqu'à vous. Mes heures sont comptées. Mon imprimerie m'a été confisquée et je suis enfermé à la forteresse de Schusselburg. Par chance, je vais intervenir en ma faveur. Vous serez éternellement redevable.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
Le présent a bien été livré. Timur Shah Durrani, roi d'Afghanistan, Pendjab, de Sindh, de Mashhad et du Cachemire. J'aurais pu conserver son titre encore longtemps. Son fils Daman prendra comme prévu sa succession.
Some of those forces are pushing toward the west. On it, Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points, toward which the Spanish are headed. Could he be fueling Indian resistance to slow down Spain? This shows the forces present in America.
Remercions des services rendus pour retraite dans la lutte contre les Espagnols et la prise de rang. Le bateau en partance pour Marseille en France vient d'être affrété. Il aura caché à son bord quelques corps porteurs de la peste qui déciment notre pays actuellement. Faites très attention dans la manipulation de ces caisses, car si l'une d'elles venait à s'ouvrir inopinément, vous risqueriez d'entendre la maladie de la France. Vos plans d'ingérence en Belgique se déroulent comme prévu. J'occupe comme il se doit l'armée prussienne. Votre envoi de canon à Valmy nous a assuré la victoire. Oui, c'est lui qui tire toutes les ficelles, ce bâtard.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed. It's locked.
Des crânes partout là.
Three rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing... Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability. Something strange about this table. The little
Strange
surgeon's
about
perfect
this
selection.
table. Bitch.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever. A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing.
Ah ouais, il lui manque une main.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. Looks like obsidian or onyx.
Il lui manque une main, bordel.
Must weigh a ton.
Yo, Nebulus.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well.
Ah,
as
t'as
on the
les
top.
promos de
No way to know
printemps,
what's underneath.
printemps-été qui
Absolutely
commencent.
no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating.
Alors, Lord of the Fallen, j'ai déjà. Commando, ça j'ai déjà fait il y a longtemps. Driver parallèle. Pas pour moi. Gun. Le Far West. Gun. Non, ça c'est le genre de jeu, il faudrait un remake. Examiner les inscriptions.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating. Something strange about this table. The little surgeon's perfect collection.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait avec des ustensiles de médecin, bordel?
Something strange about this table. Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
Il a gardé un cerveau dans du formal?
be for writing the homing pigeon messages. An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
Masque de fer. Clé à motif occulte du feu. Ah, pas de... pas trop de hors-sujet non plus. Hein. Ça me dérange pas, tu vois, quand on reste dans le jeu vidéo. Mais je veux pas de trucs comme ça ouais, sur la chaîne. C'est pas la plateforme est pas appropriée, tu vois. Bah ouais, pas de soucis, tu vois, juste... je le dis, tu vois, pour éviter... éviter qu'on s'écarte trop du... divertissement. Non, t'as des plateformes plus appropriées, tu vois, t'as YouTube... T'as des plateformes où ils traitent du sujet, YouTube, Twitter... Mon plan se déroule à merveille. La loi Coinage 8 vient d'être votée. Votre projet de fonder la toute première banque d'Amérique ne devrait pas accuser de retard et s'appellera sans doute la Union Bank. Quant à la construction de la Maison Blanche, elle doit toujours commencer en octobre. C'est un franc-maçon de la mort, bordel.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire. Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those. Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those. Table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested.
Je pense qu'il faut que je trouve les deux clés là.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Utilisez la clé de droite.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Voyons si vous aurez le courage de venir me voir seul à seul.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer
En vrai, elle
is a
voulait
stone
buter
sword.
Mortimer.
It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from. A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Ah, c'est Kiro, pas avant le... Non, il est déjà téléchargé, tu vois.
Oh shit.
Mais je le commencerai pas avant le mois prochain, en vrai. Pour que je puisse le faire d'un trait, tu vois. Sinon, je vais être obligé de faire 4 heures, 4 heures, 4 heures. Hein. Je pourrais pas le poncer comme j'ai envie. Trouver un moyen de sortir? « 5191 peut-être. J'ajoute 4000 à la date. Comme le calendrier des francs-maçons.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. It looks too easy. It could be a trap.
Ah, il y a un piège. C'est juste... truc de diversion m'a pas servi à grand chose là.
It looks like the same as the one on the other side. Whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Alors c'est quoi? C'est le même code?
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Très débloqué, claustrophobe.
Wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
Napoléon, bordel.
Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer. Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago I was his favorite, but nowadays I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru. I don't know if I should, but
Well, that's it. I've had enough of being humiliated.
I'm wasting my time here.
After everything I've done on his behalf, he dares treat me like a lackey? I've bled the Parisian elite for the sake of his whims, and what have I got to show for it? Doesn't
C'est lui qui les a butés.
give me 5 minutes of his time.
Mais pas pour Napoléon, pour Mortimer en vrai.
At ease. Well, that's done. I know what I've got to do now.
I must find my mother. So much for discretion.
Monsieur Peru, it's me, Monsieur de
What the
Riche.
devil is going
I
on?
need your help.
Where are you, Deriche?
Behind the painting. Open it, please. I've shut myself in. There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
« 1191.
1191.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you.
Il s'en bat les couilles en vrai.
Thanks again. You had me trapped. Why not say anything?
I would have wanted someone to open the door for me, too. And while it's too late for me, it may not be for you.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
Découvrez la provenance de l'épée laissée par votre mère. Ok, 4 points disponibles. Reste 2 points. Manuscrit équipé 3. Ça, ce serait pas mal pour ouvrir les coffres.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
On va les espionner,
You
bordel.
must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Comment il s'est fait griller,
So,
bordel.
son, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Psychologie ou quoi, hein?
Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Boldner, but
Psychologie,
the poor
bordel.
fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Le jeu Nier. Tu parles de quoi? Nier Automata ou Nier... L'ancien. Tu fais Nier Automata, mais l'ancien, non.
Monsieur Johann von Boldner.
Ok, donc il faut que je trouve l'épée, bordel.
Monsieur Jacques Perru. Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy. Huh, that's me.
His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. President George Washington.
Ok, toutes les bordels sont fermés. Ouais, c'est une méduse en face, une pieuvre.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid. A cache.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Ah, le bâtard.
Could you perhaps help me?
Il dira rien sur l'épée, lui.
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Ah si. Faut que j'aille dans le jardin.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for? Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Fouiller.
Golden elixir.
Un élixir d'or. D'accord.
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
What brings you here?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone.
Nouvelle émission PlayStation.
You look worried.
D'accord.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact.
Ouais, ils font leur propre
What's the
leur
point
propre
in
chaîne de
answering?
diffusion vu qu'ils vont plus, ils utilisent plus
I'll be
la
leaving now
presse
because whatever it is you're up to, I
professionnelle.
don't want to know. Be seeing you.
Merde. Ah, c'était psychologie, bordel. Putain, fallait appuyer sur son cerveau. Ouais, il y a une corde là.
Ariadne, In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide the sword that will kill the monster. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger. What's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
Faut que je suive la corde, je pense. Labyrinthe man.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Ouais, mais il y a ma statue où tu peux mettre l'épée en vrai.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it. It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or My
T'es fait
head
baiser, bordel.
cracked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Ok, donc faut que je mette dans la bonne... dans le bon bordel.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
Aucune idée, ouais, je t'avoue que... bah, je me suis pas du tout intéressé à ce jeu. Traduire la plaque, remarquer quelque chose.
She has no cracks.
Ah, elle a pas de
For
fente.
once, justice is done. She won't pay for the errors of the others. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. All right, let's continue anyways. Golden elixir. I'll keep it for
Golden Elixir.
Here's the famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth. Ariadne.
Ah, pourtant c'est celle où il y a le câble, quoi.
Try something else.
Ah, il y a une clé là. Ah ouais, mais j'ai pas été au bout. D'accord, le câble il passe là-bas. Il s'arrête là. Donc c'est lui alors. Hein. On va mettre l'épée dans lui en vrai.
Theseus. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. As long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Ok, c'est pas ça, putain.
Minos. Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Je vais tenter alors. Hein.
In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate.
Et il y a le Minotaur aussi là.
Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it.
Il est où le Minotaur? Il est là.
Theseus. Let's try something else instead. Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur. The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. I am the cursed child. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough,
Il faut mettre l'épée dans lui, je pense.
hero, desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. This statue has a crack in it.
Non, ça me dit rien du tout. Hein. Examiner la fente.
It's thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword.
Allez, je lui mets l'épée.
We'll
À
soon
mon avis,
see.
c'est lui en vrai. Je vais essayer de mettre ma main sur le truc là. Ouais, vas-y, tu peux mettre sur Discord. Non, c'est pas la plaque, c'est la main. Voilà. Non, c'est pas ça, putain. Vous la mettez où cette putain d'épée, bordel?
Mysterion. Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Ah ouais, c'est un beat'em up, Appuyé. C'est le poison, bordel.
Again?
Ah non, il a une vision.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
C'est eux les deux royalistes là.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
C'est le sang de sa mère, ça.
Let's see if you're in there, mother. Amber crystals. Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash. Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Quatre points. Trois points. La gueule du loup. Succès déverrouillé. Ok, épisode 3, c'est parti. Je vais relancer le live pour découper l'épisode. Sur les rediffusions, à tout de suite.